I do not think you would believe what I have been doing, even if it was recorded. But I didn't record any of it. I didn't take my GoPro with me. I thought to myself tonight, you know what? It's like 6 p.m. I think I want to go out. I just have a sense that I need to go out tonight. I'm not really sure what it is. And do you know what? I ran into this Burmese guy, and he has a broken leg from a motorbike accident years ago. Or at least I think it's years ago, I'm not entirely sure. He's Burmese. I only found out because he told me he couldn't read Thai when I asked him to spell his name for me in Thai. He's like, no, I can't read Thai because I'm not Thai, I'm Burmese, but I've been here for 22 years. So he's been here most of his life. Anyway, he is in such a desperate situation where he basically hasn't been able to work because of both the flooding and his injury, and he hasn't been able to find work. And he's like an electrician. He's actually somebody who has skills, knows what he's doing. But he lost his phone in the flooding that happened recently. And so he doesn't have any way to contact anyone. And he doesn't have any way to get anywhere. And he has no money. And he has no buddy. And he's just stuck out here. And I'm like, I gotta figure out a way to help this guy. I can't just abandon him here. And I probably spent the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours hanging out with him. Honestly, we could not think of a good solution. But basically, what we've decided to do now is I'm gonna send him to Masai on a bus. Because Masai is on the border of Burma. And he's like, if I can get to Burma, I can figure it out. But I'm gonna need a little bit of money to be able to like cross the border and like actually get somewhere once I get to Burma. So now I am walking back to my hotel because I don't carry any cash on me, and that's the only place that I can get some cash from. And I only have 400 baht in cash. I'm like, if I give you 400 baht cash and buy you a bus ticket, is that gonna work for you? And he's like, yes. Because I kept proposing different solutions, and none of them seemed to quite be what he thought was going to be possible. And anyway, I think we've finally come to a solution that can work. And it's something that's within my means to do, so I'm going to do it. But man, that was such a strange experience. The places that we just walked around together, where the kind of food that we just ate together, I mean, the whole thing is sort of just completely surreal feeling. And I just dropped myself a pin so that I can find where I left him waiting. But he seems, this is the thing, like, there are some people, you talk to them, like, you know, I offered to buy him food, right? That was how it started. You talk to them and they seem crazy. This guy seems like a normal person, just somebody who's in a really desperate situation and is like really overwhelmed. And I'm like, man, I can't really even imagine being in that level of desperate of a situation with absolutely nothing. And how would I want someone to treat me if I was in that situation? I'm like, I can't just say to this guy, I gotta get going now, see you later. There's no way. I don't care if he scams me out of a meal that I just bought him and 400 baht that I'm about to give him and another like 300 some for the bus ticket. I don't care. This is the way that I would want someone to treat me, where even if they don't have a solution, they at least have resources beyond what I have. So there's something. I can do something. He has nothing. I would want someone to help me at least move in a direction instead of I'm kind of just wandering around the city and I don't know what's going on and I have no one and I miss my family and I am injured and I don't know what to do. Like, I just can't imagine not helping this guy. So I hope this works out. Oh, I wanted to add something important to what I was saying, which is the moment that we proposed a solution to each other that seemed possible. It seemed like a ray of hope. His whole face, body language, expression, everything just completely lit up. He was so hopeful and relieved, and I could see it in his posture and his smile and everything. If that's not the face of somebody who's going to be there when I get back, I don't know what is. I'm not sure I even know what I'm feeling, much less can express myself right now. I'm so tired. But I did meet up with Noi, that's his nickname, and we went to the bus station, but the place, wow, that was nice. The place that has buses that go to Masai was closed, and they were kind of like telling us that they don't think there's going to be buses going there tomorrow or something like that. Maybe not till the day after. But I was like not really sure because the actual people weren't there. Like we were asking other people from a different company, and they were like, we don't know. They're probably, they're probably not or something. But like they'll just say that, and it doesn't actually mean that it's true. And of course this is all in Thai too, so that's not helping my mental stability. But anyway, we like randomly got on a songtao, the back of a truck with benches, and headed back to where we started from. So I spent some money traveling there and traveling back to basically accomplish nothing, but he was really happy. I gave him some money. I'm gonna try to meet him tomorrow, and I hope that we are able to get him to where he's trying to go. Oh, and he did say, like, I wish I could say more than thank you. I wish I had something I could give to help you or lift you up or anything like that. And I was like, man, it's okay. God bless. Like, I really hope that what I've done helps. I hope it makes a difference. So it's the next day. I have no idea if I helped my man Noi or not. I guess that's not entirely true. I definitely helped him, but I don't know how his life is gonna go after this. I hope that it improves and it gets better. What happened today is we came back to about the same place in the evening here, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hope he's in the area and see what happens, I guess. And I thought I was gonna have to wait for a little bit. I probably waited about 30 seconds. And let me not trip over these kids. It's like little kids running around. I probably waited about 30 seconds at the spot that I met him yesterday. Well, not the spot I met him yesterday, but the spot that we stayed together and hung out for a while. I met him probably just right away there. I saw him crossing the street. I was like, Pinoy, hey. I went over and said hi to him. He was really happy to see me. And he's like, well, I don't know about the whole bus thing, but do you want to go look at a phone shop with me? And let's see if we can find a place that's open. Maybe you can get me a phone. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So we went. At the first place, we didn't find anything. The second place, we did find a phone shop. It was a bit expensive, but I was like, you know what? He knows people. He's got people he can contact. If he has a smartphone, then he can contact his friends and people that he knows, and he can at least be able to do something. So I bought him a phone and got it set up. Got it working. He got into social media and seems to be happy from there. He seems to think he can find his way. He can he can figure everything out. Like, he's got a phone now. He figures he's going to be all right. And I really hope he is, man. I hope so. Because I don't know. The things that are kind of weird about it are sometimes it seems like he has a really hard time thinking of solution to a problem. Like, he can't find his old Facebook account, and so he's like trying really hard to find his old Facebook account to try and get it back and get all his contacts and stuff. And I'm like, but can't you also just like search the names of people that you know on your new account, say like, or like look them up and find your old account that's friends with them or whatever? I don't know. I guess it's also like a new phone and it's late and we're both kind of stressed. Man, I really hope I'm helping this guy. I did, like, I don't know, this is the part that I feel conflicted about. I was like, this is weird. He really wanted this one kind of beer. And I was like, do you really need it? And he's like, without it, I can't sleep. So I'm like, dang, that sounds like probably not a good thing. But I was like, all right, I'll buy it for you, but I'm not buying you anything else after this, man. Like, I already just bought you a phone. But, like, there's that stuff that's weird. And it's like, I feel so conflicted. Did I do a good thing? Did I help this guy out? I don't know. But then I think about it like I said yesterday, like, if I was in this situation, if I was like really desperate and I could not figure out anything to do, I would want, if somebody came along, them to actually help me. And I did everything I could to actually help this guy. And his face is like transformed, his whole body language, everything. Like I was saying yesterday, I asked him before I left, I was like, are you okay now? He's like, yes, I'm good. Like, thank you so much. This has really helped me. And I hope I have, man. Like, nobody's perfect. And I don't know, I have his number. So I suppose I can always ask him how it's going. The problem is he can't read Thai. So I guess I would have to send him voice messages, because that's like, he can't speak English. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel conflicted, but I really hope that I did the right thing. I know that's the way I want to be. I want to be open, and I want to go out of my way to help people and to be with them, even if it's inconvenient for me. And I did that, and I did the best I could, and I hope it makes a difference in his life. And if it doesn't, it's kind of out of my control now. But I think it's amazing what has happened. I think it's amazing that I met him at all in the first place. I think it's amazing that I met him again the second time with no plan. I hope that's enough. You know, I think sometimes we want to break down generosity and doing good to other people as like this perfectly good thing all the time, where like anything good that I do, it's good. It's good because I intended it to be good. It seems not completely true. I don't know if this really helped this guy or not, everything I did. And I did the best I could, you know? I spent a lot of money and time and emotional effort, and I was really stressed for the whole thing. And afterwards I'm left feeling conflicted, which is weird. I kind of thought that we would just feel joyful afterwards. I thought it would be all good, that everything would kind of work out in the end. But I don't know if everything works out in the end. And the whole experience was so strange, but I think I'm glad I did it. Whether or not this changes this guy's life or not, I'm glad that I was present with him. I'm glad that I was there with him in the middle of it. Because I know that made a difference. I don't know if his life will change. I hope it does. I really hope it does. I hope it makes a difference. But whether that's true or not, whether it changes his life or not, it was worth doing. And it's the kind of person that I want to be. I had another guy come up to me like immediately after this whole situation happened and asked me for food, and I told him no. It's just sort of the coincidence of timing that I was feeling really overwhelmed in that moment, conflicted and upset. And I said, I don't have anything else. Basically what I said to him. And I'm like, yeah. Like just emotionally, I don't have anything left after that. Which is weird to me. I thought it would be very fulfilling, but it was more conflicting than anything. I'm not sure what to make of that, but I'm still glad that I did it.